Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brando Linick here, coming to you from my home office, and I wanted to pull out the camera and talk to you over the next couple minutes about how to actually start a home business. And having gotten around a lot of people who have started a lot of successful home businesses and some not so successful home businesses, I'll tell you there's a very key difference between the two. And if you're wanting to start a home business because you want to build a home business, you want to build yourself an income, but you want to do so from the comfort of your home, whether that is a daycare business, whether that's a retail store business or a boutique, whether that is a laundry business, whether that's a spa business, okay, any one of these types of businesses, when it comes down to it, having gotten around a really close friend of mine who had, going back like I'd say 3.5, almost 4 years ago, started their own spa business from home, okay, it really intrigued me. And this was a woman, a good friend of mine, who had done this. It really intrigued me to start looking at online and home business opportunities. And the funny part is this person was getting results and they're working from home, but I'm telling you, they were working nonstop. Dealing with supplies, dealing with equipment, dealing with employees. They even had employees. In fact, they actually built a spa in the back of their house to operate under, and then they shut off the side so nobody could really see into the house, but they're operating out of the back of their house. And they're doing this running a spa, and it was working, but I'll tell you, the amount of hours that they were putting in there, they had the leverage to work from home, but it was no different than working in a spa, in a boutique, in a kiosk, in a mall, okay? They didn't have the time freedom to really enjoy that, which is why when it comes to building a business from home, I looked at that and I started looking for different ways. It intrigued me to start a business from home, but I wanted the time freedom and the leverage, and if that's what you're looking for, very similar reasons, the best tip I would throw your way here before you consider taking a traditional approach to home business, dealing with supplies, equipment, employees, learn how to leverage yourself as much as you can. And the best lead I'm going to throw your way is learn how to leverage the internet. Learn how to leverage what you're already using. If you want to build a business from home, the internet is not only just the most profitable thing you could tap into, but it's the most lucrative thing you could tap into that takes most of the overhead away from you. It takes most of the lifting away from you, where you don't have to have supplies, equipment, employees, or even create your own product. And this breakthrough happened about 15 months ago for me when I came across a person who was building a business from home and doing so on the internet. And obviously, the internet's not the only way to go. You could go the approach and start your own spa in your own back of the house, okay, and then put some ads up on Craigslist, and that's in an essence of how you can get going. But before you walk down that path, if you're looking at starting a business from home to create leverage, I saw this person who was doing this without any of that stuff, without having to build anything in the back of their home, without creating their own products, picking up and traveling and living around the world wherever there was internet access, building their business at the same time, making more money every month than I was making in 2 whole years, which is not average or typical. I'm not guaranteeing you the same results that they created, but I started to model and copy what they're doing, and in less than about a month, I was able to work my butt off really hard, learn a lot of things, and create a full-time income business from home online. And I worked my butt off for it. I learned stuff. Like I just said, you'd have to do with any type of business, but the cool part is I didn't have to maintain and manage, equipment, supplies, or create my own products and go through that learning curve. So if you want to build a business to create time, freedom, leverage, flexibility to do what you want, when you want, whether it's to travel, whether it's to spend more time with your kids, whether it's to take your family out of your current home, move into a bigger, better home in a nicer neighborhood, learn to build a business on the internet. Learn how to increase your profit margins and decrease your overhead. Not saying that there's no work required. There's always work required to build a business. But the internet is the most lucrative and highly profitable tool you could tap into. And if this makes sense from a business perspective on building a business from home, and you'd like to learn how to do this, alright, if you're coachable, willing to put in work, willing to learn, you can connect with me on my site after this video. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put a link in the description. But regardless of if you decide to connect with me or not, I hope this video is of value to you. You now know a little bit of both worlds, online and offline, when it comes to a spa. And I look forward to seeing your success story. I look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. Take care.